What is going on? Welcome into today's edition of Jazz Nation Daily for Monday, July 3rd, 2023. My name is Daniel. I am the admin of all those Jazz Nation pages that you are following online through TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the YouTube, the Patreon, the podcast pages, maybe a MySpace page. Still not 100% sure. We're checking on that. But you can find the links for all these pages in one simple spot. Just go to linktree.com/Jazz Nation News. And if you're looking to help support the Jazz Nation work that I do and all our pages and everything else that's going on with Jazz Nation here, if you ever wanted to be like, I really like all the work you guys do there, let me do something to show my appreciation for the work you can do. We do have a Patreon page. It's patreon.com, the slash thing, and then Jazz Nation. You can go on there. It's only $6 for the month. Help support the cause, show some appreciation. We do have one exclusive interview up there right now. It's our full uncut, unedited version of the Walker Kessler interview. I'm really working hard on trying to get some other ones lined up here soon. Really excited for the people I'm talking to. Hopefully they can actually come through for us. Had some other ones lined up and they had to reschedule, and so far the rescheduling hasn't happened yet, but not giving up on that yet. So please, if you can, throw some love and support. Patreon.com/Jazz Nation. Would greatly appreciate that. So it is Monday, July 3rd. That means Jazz Summer League starts tonight. It's kind of crazy how fast it comes up, huh? The draft, and then all of a sudden, bam, Summer League is here. It's fun, exciting. And you know what? You really got to enjoy this, because after Summer League's done, after the Salt Lake Summer League, and then obviously Vegas Summer League starts next week, after that, we go into some dark times because there ain't a whole lot going on for a little bit. Luckily, this year, there's the FIBA World Cup going on. So we have that to look forward to, but that doesn't start till August, toward the end of August. So we'll have about a month or so there of not a whole lot going on. But speaking of the FIBA World Cup, obviously we know that Walker Kessler will be on the Team USA team and representing. The roster was completed. They added Josh Hart to that roster yesterday. Let me pull up, and while I'm talking about, we can just give the whole roster for Team USA in World Cup. So the full roster is Paolo Banchero, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Cam Johnson, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Ingram, Tyrese Halliburton, Walker Kessler, Bobby Portis, Austin Reeves, and then, like I said yesterday, they added Josh Hart. So it's a pretty fun lineup. I like that lineup. It's pretty fun, kind of younger lineup there. Really the vet of this whole thing, if you look at it, is kind of someone like a Bobby Portis. Brandon Ingram will probably help play those vet roles there. I believe Steve Kerr is the coach of that. So this is just going to be an awesome experience for Walker Kessler. I think he's going to hopefully just take it all in and really have a great time with all of that. Also, other Jazz players playing in World Cup would be Jordan Clarkson, Simone Fontecchio, Kelly Olynyk. Is there anyone else? I feel like I'm always forgetting somebody. I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it. But I'm probably forgetting somebody. But those are the main guys playing for their team World Cup. Again, that starts toward the end of August. But Jazz Summer League starts tonight. First game at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The first game tonight would be the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Mentioned this yesterday, but I'll mention it again in case you missed it. New head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, Nick Nurse, will actually be coaching the Philadelphia 76ers Summer League team. So that's pretty cool, getting to see him there with the roster there. That's pretty awesome. Usually that does not happen, so that's cool to see. The main event for tonight will be the Utah Jazz taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Kind of a cool note for the Thunder there. Former Jazz man who's now on the Thunder, Jared Butler, will be playing for them. Kind of crazy to see that he's still playing in summer leagues, but he's still got to be fighting to keep his NBA role going. So good for him. Also returning for the Thunder, he played last year in Salt Lake City Summer League, did really good during his time there, but obviously then he got hurt and he missed the whole rest of the year, is technical rookie year, but I guess now they're going to make this year's rookie year. It's always weird how they do that. But anyways, Chet Holmgren will be playing for the Thunder. Obviously, the other guy that's going to be playing for the Thunder that I'm excited to see is Cason Wallace, a guy that I was big on for the Jazz in the draft. Unfortunately, ends up with the Thunder. So I'm excited to see him play. Playing the Jazz tonight, though, so screw them and go Jazz. Game starts at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. For those wondering where they can watch the games will be shown on NBA TV. Also, the Utah Jazz games, just the Utah Jazz games, so the ones that start at 7 p.m. The Jazz play at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every game for Salt Lake City Summer League. So that would be tonight, Monday, take tomorrow off, back on Wednesday, and then the final games are on Thursday. So those games, the Jazz games, will be shown locally over the air on KJazz. So if you do not have, cable, satellite, subscription things or whatever, pull out the old bunny ears and you can watch some Jazz basketball over KJazz. So it's kind of your free Jazz basketball start off for the year. Reminder that they're doing that for the NBA season this year. So excited for that. So I'm excited going to the Summer League, of course, here in Salt Lake City tonight, Monday and Thursday. Me and my podcast co-host, Will Wonder, will be there, and we're actually going to be outside the Delta Center before the Jazz game. So roughly around 5:45 to 6ish time, we'll be out there. Look for us. We'll be holding a sign say, "Come play some JazzNation trivia." Come over, chat with us. We'll do some trivia with you, test your Jazz knowledge. If you can prove that you're a hardcore Jazz fan and answer all our questions. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. These are going to be some hard questions because I want the best of the best. If you're calling yourself a hardcore Jazz fan, then you got to prove that. And so come through, test your knowledge, and we'll have some prizes to give to you. I do have some Jazz Nation stickers left I can give out here. Not a whole lot, but what I have I'll give out to you as well. And just come through and see us when we're out there before you head into the game. And it's going to be fun. So take a look. I'll post it out on the social media too when we get out there, so you can make sure you sign us. But we should have a sign saying, "Hey, Jazz Nation Trivia, come find us around 6 p.m. in front of the Delta Center." Yeah. So that's Jazz Summer League kicking off tonight. Excited for that. Unfortunately, I've been saying this on a lot of these recent Jazz Nation dailies and the podcast and stuff. I've been saying it since for a minute, since even before they released the official roster, but I don't think we see any of Bryce Sensabaugh in any Summer League basketball. And then, he's had that injury since college, and he's missed all the practices officially. And so, I just don't think we see him there. And then, sorry, I was having kind of a brain fart there. Taylor Hendricks. I wanted to say Taylor something. I was like, Taylor. Man, when you do these things earlier in the morning, right now, by the way, when I'm recording this live streaming, it's like 7:30 in the morning. So brain's still trying to wake up. Apologize for that. Anyways, Taylor Hendricks has also been missing time. He's officially missed all the Summer League practices kind of, but thus far, I mean, they're both there. They're both getting workouts in and stuff like that. I just, Taylor Hendricks, I just don't think we see him in Salt Lake Summer League. That's just, I've said that since the get-go. And then maybe they let him play in Vegas Summer League. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if he doesn't play in any Summer League. And you know what? It's really not that big a deal. I mean, it obviously, as Jazz fans, it'd be cool to see them out there playing and stuff like that, but it is what it is. It's way more important for them to be 100% healthy and ready when training camp comes around and preseason games and obviously regular season. So that's way more important. So for everyone freaking out over that, just chill out. It's not that big a deal. They'll still be there. They're still going to be on the bench, so they're still going to get that experience to see, being in a big arena, Jazz fans cheering and stuff like that. So, it is what it is. It's not the best situation, but it's not that big of a downer. Big, oh my gosh, why did we draft these guys? We're such idiots. Not that big a deal. My opinion, take it as it is, but whatever. By the way, if you're watching me right now on the live stream on the Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, there's a chat there. Chat, let me know what's up with you. If you think this is a big deal, Summer League, about those guys not playing. If you're going to Summer League, let me know. Come find me before the games. Do some trivia there. If you're on the live stream right now, let me know what's up. Obviously, the big news besides Summer League coming up is, and this is so isn't this just the way it goes? I did a Jazz Nation Daily yesterday, early in the morning, and then like about 15-20 minutes afterwards, I'm uploading the video to YouTube. It's whatever, almost getting ready to submit the audio for the podcast, and bam, the news breaks. Sham sends out the tweet: the Utah Jazz and Jordan Clarkson are finalizing a 3-year, $55 million contract renegotiation contract extension. It's kind of a tongue twister there. $55 million contract renegotiation extension. I can't even say it. So basically what's going on is, I've got what I've got pulled up here. This is the article from The Athletic from Shams and them here, saying Utah Jazz, Jordan Clarkson, Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul. Man, Rich Paul has been all over since free agency. If you had no idea who Rich Paul was beforehand, you're just like, who the hell is this Rich Paul guy, and why is he such a thing? It's kind of whatever. I understand as a business point why you got to do that. It's also kind of annoying. Finalizing a 3-year, $55 million contract renegotiation and extension with the Jazz. Then they have a little thing here saying how this impacts Utah's cap space. A $55 million renegotiation and extend over 3 years would likely see the Jazz add about $11.5 million to Clarkson's salary this year, bumping his cap to $25.8 million, and then decline it by the maximum allowable 40% so that it becomes $15.5 million next year and $14.25 million in 2024-25. I said this yesterday, I'll say it again. This kind of stuff, the contract stuff, the number stuff, I've never gotten into that stuff. I understand why it's important. There's some people out there that are really good at the numbers and things like that. If you're on Jazz Twitter, there's a guy, Dan Clayton. He's amazing at the numbers stuff and crunching that kind of stuff. What I was just reading there to me was just like, what? This might as well be speaking like French or Spanish to me right now. I have no idea what's going on. Most important thing to me is Clarkson is actually back. It's happening. I said it even yesterday, right before this. That's the other thing that was so funny about yesterday is I was still doing my conspiracy, what's going on here thing. Like, we'd heard that they were working on the new contract extension and things like that, but there hadn't been any kind of tweet from Shams or Woj. And I said it. I said, until we get those tweets from those guys, I'm still worried. It's not an official. I trust Mark Stein and his sourcing and things like that, but until you get it from these guys, it's kind of just like, what's going on here? But now that we have the word from Shams, I feel happy. I'm rejoiced. Clarkson staying. So excited for that. I got to say, when we came in not too long ago, maybe a week and a half ago, I had come to the realization that I was just like, just feels like he's gone. And I was just kind of like that meme where a guy's standing outside his back door porch thing and it's raining and he just looks all sad. It's kind of how I felt. But now that this news comes out, I'm so excited. I'm so glad I was wrong. I've gotten people on social media saying, this didn't. I always love when people do that. This didn't age well thing. On something like that, I can understand on other things, when people are talking, politicky things or things that actually deal with real life stuff, right? When it's just me talking about my feelings of Clarkson and stuff like that, this didn't age well. Okay, sure, it didn't age well, but this is how I always done things. This is me and my own personal thing. Maybe you guys, some of you do this too. I always try and keep my expectations down lower so I don't get let down. And this probably comes from, this is kind of the sad thing of being maybe a Jazz fan. Some of you can relate with this. Being let down so much, especially when it comes to like free agency stuff and trades and free agency, we just know how it is with Jazz and things like that. So I was just preparing myself to just keep my expectations down, and I just expected him to go. But he didn't. And I'm so excited about that. That's so awesome. So officially welcome back, Jordan Clarkson. We are so excited to have you back. I mentioned yesterday on JazzNation Daily about how, like, when I post things on different social medias, when I post things on Facebook or Twitter and then to Instagram, there's always so many different reactions to things. And it was so funny when I posted about Clarkson and his contract and him staying and stuff like that. It was such a different reaction to things. Twitter was excited. They were all into it. They were so happy, things like that. Instagram, I would say it was about 60-40. 60 were excited, so happy in there. And then there was this 40% that kind of went along with the majority of the Facebook comments that I was seeing. And the majority of the Facebook comments were saying, this contract sucks. Clarkson deserves more. But I was just so confused. I was like, what? What is going on right now? Like, why are we complaining about his contract? He's back with the Jazz. That's what's important. Are you like part of his crew? Like, are you supposed to be getting some of his money and you're upset? Like, I was very confused by that. Like, I don't get it. If you're a fan, why are you caring how much they're paying him? Like, unless they had super overpaid him, maybe then you should be upset or something like that. But they got a great deal. Clarkson's happy. His agent did his job. It's all good. Jazz aren't screwed over in this deal. It's a win-win for everybody. I don't understand why there was comments about people freaking out, It's just like, that's social media, right? You got people that are just going to be down about everything. And you know what? Whatever. Whatever. I'm just going to be happy over here that Clarkson's back. I'm happy that Jazz Summer League starts tonight. Things are good right now. This week, by the way, is when they can officially announce the trade, by the way, for John Collins, too. So this is a great week. What a great week. This is amazing. The rookies yesterday signed their contract, so they are officially part of the team now. It's amazing. This is so much fun right now. I'm telling you guys, be positive right now with the team, because you know what? Once Vegas Summer League's over, and like I said earlier, we're going to head into that dark time where there's like not going to be much news going on at all. There's definitely not going to be any basketball going on. You're going to start hearing us talking about on here daily in the podcast, just some random Jazz stuff. It's so enjoy what we got going on right now. It's fun. It's exciting. I don't know. Any of you guys watching the live stream right now, let me know right now if you're watching, please. Are you guys excited about what's going on right now with the Utah Jazz? Am I the only one that's excited? I don't know. I hope not. We should all be excited. One other thing I wanted to mention before we head out and start enjoying our lovely Monday here is there's this reporter on Twitter that I've seen. He is a NBA reporter. He says, so I'm reading his Twitter bio right now. His name is Naveen. I'm just going to spell this. It's Naveen, then GANGLANI is on Twitter. He says he's an NBA writer, podcaster. We all are podcasters. And I guess he's in Milwaukee-ish areas. Has something to do with the Bucks, maybe. I don't know. Does he? Wait a minute. Am I looking at the right thing? You know what? Scratch that. That was the wrong... Now I feel stupid. That was the wrong person that I was trying to reference. This makes way more sense. Okay, the person... This is his Twitter thing. NBA analyst and writer for a Milwaukee Bucks page. It looks like it's behind the buckpass.com. It looks like it's the fan site. It's like the Sports Illustrated kind of fan page thing for the Milwaukee Bucks. His name is Jake Winbach. So anyways, he posted something on Twitter about like one of their rookies, and someone asked him, have the Bucks shown any interest towards Colin Sexton? And his reply to that was, Bucks fans, be patient. I can't confirm if a deal has been discussed for Colin Sexton, but a level of interest is there. It's important to note Jazz want to be competitive next season, so they are not just looking to return future assets and salary filler and trade talk. So, Colin Sexton to the Bucks? What? I feel like I saw something or on Twitter maybe earlier. Maybe it was the same person. Maybe that's why people are asking about it. But like, who the hell would we get from the Bucks? Like, I don't think they would give up Holiday. Yeah. So who else is? I mean, do we really want Grayson Allen back for instead of Colin Sexton? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I'll just put this out there to you guys in the universe, and you guys can think it over, I guess, and maybe it comes part of like a 3-team-ish trade. I don't know, with like someone else, but like, I just can't think of anybody from the Bucks side that the Jazz should want that they could really realistically get that helps them right now. Am I missing something? Let me hurry and pull up the Bucks rosters because maybe I'm missing something. I mean, obviously, there's players that are definitely not going to be available. But like looking over this, like, do you really want like a? I mean, no offense to these guys, but does a Pat Connington like no? Grayson Allen, no. Like a lot of these guys that I think would be available, just I don't know. Like the only one that I could imagine saying, okay, yeah, I could be into that is Drew Holiday, but I just don't see the Bucks trading him unless there's some kind of injury that, and then the Jazz shouldn't want him. But like, am I missing something? Like, I don't know. If you're hearing this right now, watching on the live stream, leave a comment. Let me know. Like, am I missing something? The Jazz should want something from the Bucks. Obviously, the easiest answer is like, oh yeah, we want Giannis. Well, they're not going to trade. Colin Sexton for Giannis would be the most craziest trade ever. That ain't happening. So I just don't know. Who knows? But anyways, I thought I'd put that out there into the universe. So apparently, that's kind of one of those Twitter things out there. Very much, I wouldn't even call that a rumor. That's just like a he say, she say. You know, it's just a thing. It's a thing, I guess. You know, just like the Jazz are interested in Dame. It's a thing because every team in the NBA should be interested in Dame Lillard. So it's just a thing. I wouldn't call it like a reliabling of source that is legit happening, but it's a thing. Yeah, I mean, look, now all of a sudden we got some comments popping up. Let's check these out real quick before we get out of here. Alex Chacon on YouTube, thanks so much for the post here. The Bucks have nothing that would be worth Sexton. Exactly, that's how I'm feeling. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think, and besides Holiday, there's nothing that they could offer us that's going to make me go, yeah, let's make that deal. Let's see what we got here. Colby on Facebook says, that's how we get Dame. Bucks get Sexton picks. We get Dame. Blazers get Holiday and a bunch of picks. But like, how? I just don't know if the Bucks are ready to give up on Holiday. Are they? I feel like they like him. So why? How does that benefit them? Really? How does a Sexton really help them in filling the Holiday position? Because Holiday's like I mean, he's kind of an older guy, but he helps them, and it's almost like how Mike Conley was for the Jazz. You know, he's a good vet point guard guy that helps lead the team and stuff like that. He's probably a great locker room guy. I just don't see it happening. I mean, I'm just going to put this out there. I can only sit here. I know I can only imagine how annoying it is just sitting here watching me think and stuff. So I'll just put this out there to you guys in the universe. Is there anything that you could see happen? Is it a 3-team trade? Is that how it happens? To me, I just can't see a way that the Jazz. I would say this: if the Jazz traded Colin Sexton to the Bucks for somebody just like a Grayson Allen and somebody else or whatever, that would be a huge letdown. But I can't see a Danny Ainge and Justin Zanuck letting that happen. No way. Maybe past things, a Dennis Lindsay era when I was used to being maybe let down on things. Maybe that's when you could see that happening. But now, I can't see it happening. So, anyways, think about it out there again. It's not like an actual good sourcing of info. It's just a thing out there. So, Colin Sexton the Bucks, I don't feel like that could be a legit thing. Let's wrap this up. Today's edition of Jazz Nation Daily. Again, Salt Lake City Summer League starts tonight. First game's at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Let me pull up the schedule again here. Gotta move some things around. The first game kickoff will be the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Philadelphia 76ers, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Game will be on NBA TV. Then, at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, the main event, the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Utah Jazz. Game will be on NBA TV for the national audience. Locally, you can watch it on KJazz if you have that available to you. If you're going to the game, look for us. Me, Jazz Nation Trivia. We'll be out there in front of the Delta Center roughly around 6 p.m.-ish for the Jazz game. Come find us. Let's chat some Jazz basketball, record some stuff for the pages, some content, do some Jazz Nation Trivia. If you're able to answer all our questions, you'll win some prizes. But I got to tell you, I'm telling you this again, you better bring your A game with Know Your Jazz stuff because I'm bringing some hard questions. I want to make sure I'm testing people. Because the other fun part is if you get it wrong, then you learn something new, right? And it's always fun learning some new jazz trivia stuff. So come through. If you don't have tickets yet, you can buy tickets at the box office. It's not sold out. I would always recommend just buying your tickets, go to the arena and buying at the box office so you can avoid all those stupid Ticketmaster fees. Ugh, can't wait. This is, if you think about it, this is Salt Lake Summer League will be the last jazz event. So here's the fun part. Okay, it's kind of a double thing here. It's going to be the last jazz event where they're through Ticketmaster, because when the regular season starts, the Jazz will be going through that new ticket partner. It's not StubHub, is it? It's what's the other ticket thing that the Jazz use? It's one of the other ones. Not StubHub, but something else. And I hope to God that comes with less fees. I think that was part of the reason why the Jazz were getting away from Ticketmaster, because everyone was complaining about the fees and stuff like that. Shout out to Ryan Smith and the crew over there. They listen to Jazz fans about things, and they understood. To hell with Ticketmaster and their situation. So anyways, long way of saying here, Salt Lake Summer League will be the final jazz event with Ticketmaster. And then they're switching over to that other ticket stuff in the regular season. This is also the first event at the official new Delta Center. The Delta Center was officially back to Delta Center on July 1st. Goodbye, Vivid Arena. It was nice knowing you there for a little while. Peace out, Vivid Arena. Welcome back, Delta Center. So get down there, buy your tickets at the box office so you can avoid those stupid fees. I believe it's like $16. And they just do the lower bowl. I don't think they do the upper bowl. I think they only do the upper bowl if the lower bowl gets sold out, and I don't believe it will be. Come through. It's fun. This is probably, honestly, out of all these games that the Jazz are going to play, the Jazz versus the Thunder tonight is probably going to be like the best basketball, because it's the first games. So that the Thunder are going to be playing all their guys and the Jazz will be playing all their guys. Well, besides two rookies. But again, I don't think they're playing any Salt Lake Summer League. So you understand what I'm saying. So if you can make to any of the days, I'm telling you, try and make it tonight's game. Probably going to be the best of these three games here. And find us one last time. I'm saying again, find us in front of the Jazz Arena, Delta Center, before the Jazz game, roughly around 6 p.m. Come test your Jazz Nation trivia. Make sure you are following Jazz Nation on all our pages: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the podcast, the YouTube page, Patreon. If you want to help and show some love to all the work that I do for the Jazz Nation pages, please go to our Patreon page, patreon.com, / Jazz Nation. You can just send $6 and say, here you go, appreciate all the work you do. I'm working on getting some more exclusive interviews up there, so I'm trying my best to get some more interviews up there. I promise I'm doing my best. For those that already subscribed, I promise I haven't forgotten that page. I'm doing my best. I'm working on trying to get some more interviews there. Check it out, please. Patreon.com / Jazz Nation. If you want to get all my links, it's all in one simple spot. Just go to linktree.com / Jazz Nation News. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's edition of Jazz Nation Daily. My name is Daniel, the admin of all those Jazz Nation pages. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you tonight at Salt Lake City Summer League. Go Jazz, and bye-bye.